All right. All right, brother. You can introduce yourself.
All right, hold on. I gotta agree here. Got it. Okay, my name is Camilo de la Vega Martinez. I'm a producer, also a director and aspiring filmmaker. I'm from Colombia. I moved to the United States about 10 years ago. And since I moved here, I just basically been working as a producer. First, I moved to Chicago, and there I worked for a company called V Media. So I was just an intern. I wasn't really doing any movies or any short films or anything creative. I was basically just an office person, just kind of there was a very large corporation, did a lot of advertising for Coca-Cola, for McDonald's, H&R Block, I mean, like, you name it. So I was just kind of there watching, learning, and I did that for about 2 3 years while I lived in Chicago, and then we just decided to move to Southwest Florida, and that's where I've been for the last couple of years.
Okay, yes, sir, brother. So, what inspired you to get into the directing business, or as I call media business, media film business? What got you into
Ooh,
it, man? What inspired
like
you to
what
do
inspired me, man? I mean, I think movies, just watching movies and kind of having. I think that I was actually talking to my girlfriend about that yesterday because she asked me, she's like, "What is your favorite movie?" And I was like, "There's a few, like it depends on what kind of mood that I am on." But I remember like when I watched Jurassic Park for the first time, the very next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to be a paleontologist. Like I wanted to discover the bones and go to the island and do all that, right? And then like a couple weeks later, I watched Indiana Jones, and then I wanted to be an archaeologist. And then I watched whatever 2001 Space Odyssey, and I wanted to be an astronaut. So then kind of like my grandma used to tell me like, hey, you want to do so many things, like you gotta decide on one. um, and I was thinking, and I was like, no, I want to do them all,
it?
So, and I've always loved telling stories and connecting to people, and I was while I was very young, I did a lot of acting, thinking that that's kind of how movies got done and how stories got told, and in part they are is a very important part of it. But with maturity and with time, I started to understand what was the place that I wanted to be on, and that was the one of telling the stories, and being in control of the vision of making those dreams that I have here in my head and or the dreams of other people come to the screen, and be a real thing. So that's kind of the gist of what inspired me to become a director, what inspired me to be a producer.
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. So, what is one of your biggest projects that you've done?
So I think the Russian Bride has to be the biggest project I've worked on. It was about a budget of $8 million,
Woo!
and yeah, we had that. I was a drone operator and a camera assistant. So I wasn't near a DP or a director there, but it was definitely like a lot of experience, a lot of hard work, and actually, believe it or not, a couple of days ago, we got a mention from Quentin Tarantino. He said he actually seen the director's other movie and he really loved that other movie. But he also said he's seen The Russian Bride and that he liked it. And I was like, oh my god, my hero's seen my movie. I can't believe it. He said it was good. So it was just like I was floating up in the in the clouds when I heard those. But yeah, definitely The Russian Bride. We produced that. I want to say 2018, 2000, yeah, 2018, all 2019 was production, like post production, and it came out late 2019, almost 2020. And you can find it in Amazon Prime, Redbox, YouTube. You used to be able to go to Walmart and get it there, but I don't think it's there anymore.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to find that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Amazon Prime, man.
yeah, I got Amazon Prime, so I'm definitely gonna tune in tonight. And
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna let everybody else I know that. I'll be like, man, you got to interview a filmmaker? What? They were like, yes, sir.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, it was a fun movie, man. It was really, really fun. I mean, it was very arduous work. We woke up so early and went to bed so late. But I mean, every day it was a bliss. It was just you get to learn so much, and you kind of have this team, and they all just have one objective, and it's just so amazing to see 40 people just doing one thing, making movies. And like that was the biggest kind of shock. I'm like, we have 10 people as lighting, we have 5 people on camera, we got production assistants, we have. So it was like being in a real movie set. And I've actually never been in a real movie set. I mean, I've been watching, but I've never been working on a film set. And I was a drone operator for it too. So that was pretty cool because few of the scenes that were drone, I actually got to say action. So that was like a big thing for me. I was just like, everybody was just looking at me, and I'm flying the drone, and I'm like 3, 2, 1, action. And they have the horses come in, or the girl fly out, or the police bust through the door. So it was just a little wild. I didn't believe it when it was happening.
That is so beautiful, bro. I'm so happy you got to experience, man. That's like a very good firsthand experience, man. So what other films do you have in the making that you could like give us a little spoiler about?
Well, next year we're hoping that with the same production company that we did the Russian Bride, we're hoping to come with another movie called Dominic, and this one's all action-packed movie. We'll be shooting it throughout Dominican Republic, Mexico, and Colombia. So that's really exciting. I mean, we're waiting still and see what happens because South America right now, I mean, I guess everywhere in the world is a little crazy right now, but South America is having a lot of problems. So we just want to see how it all develops to make sure, we get it right. But if everything goes accordingly, praying to God, we'll be out there shooting, begin end of this year, beginning of next one.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, man, I look forward to that, man. I do. I really do. Ooh, you got some good projects in. So explain more of the film festival. I'm curious, and I'm pretty sure everybody else is curious. What is the film festival? What is that all about?
Okay, so Southwest Florida is a very small community. There's not really that much, a big push for films. There's a lot of great photographers. There's amazing scene of art, but we're lacking on film places, And we have Naples Film Festival, we got Fort Myers Film Festival, but my city, Cape Coral, doesn't have one, and I'm like, what? So I partnership with the theater. It's called Cultural Park, and I've been volunteering there for about 2 years. So after I've been doing their media. I've been cleaning the theater. I've been doing anything I can. But we finally the director is finally kind of gave me the thumbs up. He's like, hey, if you want to have your film festival, go ahead and let's set it up. So right now we're still taking submissions because it's gonna be in August. It's gonna be a 2-day event with the first day having an indoor screening and also an outdoor screening for the last 2 movies. I want to say maybe 1 movie, and then Sunday we'll have the rest of the movies, and we'll have a little gala for the filmmakers who win. So we're hoping we can give a best director, best movie, best short award to the filmmakers. So yeah, that's kind of the whole thing about the film festival.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'll be doing a little promotional for it. When we get in the middle of this month, I think we get everybody a little prepared for that. That seems really fun. I wish I could be there, man, but I'm like what, maybe like 7, 8 hours from you.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's kind of a
Depends.
drive
If
for
you
me.
fly, it's probably short.
Yeah, and it's August, so what, at the end of August, right?
Yeah.
So I might be able to make it. I might be able to make it. Yeah, because I did say I wanted to go down to August, go down to South Florida, like around the end of the before the end of the summer comes through. So
Oh man, that would be amazing. Yeah, yeah, it would
yeah,
be really fun. And we're gonna have workshops about actors, how to get involved with the local market. We're gonna have the awesome director of the theater talk a little bit more about what's the difference between, let's say, audition for filmmaking and audition for a theater play, you know. So we're trying to make it very educational. We'll have some other filmmakers that have made local movies come on and speak about their experiences and how to get started and how to get funding. So we're trying to make it very educational as well. We want to bring filmmakers, but we also want to bring future filmmakers and people who maybe haven't realized that that's what they want to do. So the movies that we've been picking are very much in tune with that, like trying to get people more interested on the art form and
Yes.
making movies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what is a daily routine for you like every day?
Okay. So depending on what time I wake up, usually if I get myself out of bed by 7 o'clock, I'll take the dogs out. So I got a German Shepherd. She just turned 1 year old on Sunday. So usually, we go to the dog park, and I'll exercise for a little bit with the dog. Get her either walk or whatever. Then if I don't do that, then I'll just shower and go to work. So usually in the mornings, I meet with my team and we talk about, okay, who's working on what is, what hasn't got done, what we need to do. And once everybody kind of have their marching orders, we just jump on the computer, or if we have a shoot, then we jump in the van and go shoot, or but basically most of the days I'm in the office, just editing and editing scripts or writing or getting music, or so. And usually in the afternoon, if I didn't take the dog at nighttime, I try to take her in the afternoon to the park. And I really like VR now, so I got an Oculus fairly soon, fairly recent. Yeah, I got an Oculus, so I've been playing on VR a little bit, just kind of
Okay.
getting my feet wet.
I like that, man. I like that. So how is it like working at how is it like working at NBC? What's that like? Is it
Oh, it's awesome! It's awesome. They have such a good work culture. I mean, it seems like the management really care about the people, and when you have a company where you feel like they got your back, you really do want to do more for the company. And at least for me, in my experience, uh, you know, even when we had the clients screaming on top of their lungs and just being completely aggravated, they were like, hey, listen, we know where you're standing, we'll stand with you, we'll try to make things better, but don't you worry. And even throughout the pandemic, they were like, hey, if you need to work from home, go ahead, do what you need to do. So they're just awesome, and I'm just blessed that I get to work with such a cool companies. In the media side, we do a lot for the community. At least we try. We try to keep the community, the things that we do for the community, on the forefront of what we do. So either that is United Way and trying to get food for people who's having a hard time through COVID, or LAR, which is a local institution that helps individual with special needs. Or even we have places, I can't remember the name. It's called Pause for something. Man, I'm blinking here, but they work with dogs to they bring into schools or prisons, or where old people live, to just kind of as a therapeutic dogs. So that's really the thing that makes me feel most happy about doing my job, is that when we get those projects where you're like, man, we're really doing something for the community, just not just for our news, not just for our advertising, but for the people that live here. That's really what really makes me feel happy about working there.
Yeah, the culture. So beautiful, man. Super, super beautiful. So what is a positive message you would like to give out to people who are struggling to get to where you are now? What is something you would like to give out?
Don't give up, man. Don't give up. I mean, I've struggled a lot. I mean, I had a single mother. She raised me, and she's my hero. She's an amazing woman. But we had to struggle, and there was times where we didn't have a car, and I had to get to places, or we even hey, we didn't have electricity, and the lights were just off. But you can't give up. You just gotta push through it, and you gotta say, hey, listen, this is the things that define me. This is the things that one day I'm gonna say, hey, I was there, and now I'm here. And you always want to, it's a stairs, so don't give up. Even whatever situation you're on, it's not gonna always be like that. You can make a change. You can decide what you want to do, and even if it's not now, even if it's not next week, even if it's not next month, you will be able at one point to take control of your life, but you just gotta want it to do it, and you just can't give up. So just don't give up. Whatever you decide you wanted to do, don't give up.
Like that. I like that, Camilo. I like that so much, man. It's really important to really take heed of those words because give a lot of people are giving up. They really are. And you know what? They feel like because they haven't reached a certain point at this time and age, that the age that they are, they feel like, oh, it's too late. Like, nah, like we have time.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of directors, for example, in my field, a lot of directors don't get their break until they're like 40 or 50 years old. Hey, look at Morgan Freeman. He didn't really start acting until he was, almost an elderly person, I would say. So yeah.
We all have our time. We really do, man, and that's a fact. So what are some goals that you have going on right now?
Well, number one goal, I think it is to be a better person. I think that always working on yourself and always being aware of, like, the things that you don't want to accept. Like, sometimes I'm like, man, am I that much of an asshole? And and I'm like, yeah, you are. So, and I don't like to accept it, but I'm working every day on trying to be better. Other goals that I have, I think, is make writing more movies. So I wanna get serious about writing more movies and have just a repertoire of the scripts that if they're like, hey, you want to make a movie, I'm like, I got 5 or 6. Right now I don't. And other than that, I've recently had ACL reconstruction surgery on my knee. So trying to get my body to be where it was before, and trying to run and trying to jump eventually. And so those are on the physical level. But I think that also working with having a better relationship with God is very important. And I go to church as much as I can, and I pray every day. So yeah, having a better relationship with God is also a very important goal in my life.
Like that, man. I love that. I do love that, man. That's something that's truly inspiring. I like that so much. It touches my heart to see that, brother. It does. It does. And I'm grateful for it, man. Um so the last question I want to ask is what other things would you like to tell people about you?
Ooh, that's well, I guess I want them to know that the movies that I make are really for them. Like, they're not like, whenever I make a piece of art or whatever, I think of something. It's not for me. It's not. It's for you. It's for the entire world. At the end of the day, I want to give a positive messages with my movies. I want the people to have something that when they walk out of the theater, it may improve their lives in one way or another. Whether it is because there's a lot of beauty in this world, and you get to look at it, or whether because there's so much sadness and now you feel like you need to do something about it. So there's a lot of subtext on my movies that I try to add about what you should do after the movie's done. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I got one more bonus question. What type of movies are you gearing towards of creating in your whole career? What movies are you gearing towards more, or that are satisfying you more to want to create?
all of them, man, all of them. I don't know, like, it's just um I think that sci-fi is one of the things that I definitely want to do. Um, Also drama. I mean, I just making movies is just so fun, no matter what. Whether it is like a horror movie or like a comedy movie, they're just all so amazing. And I don't know. I could make all of them. I wish I wish I can make one of each at
You
least.
know, you know what's actually crazy? I actually just interviewed someone this morning who was pretty much trying to do the same thing, but she is I think she's in school still trying to become like a screenwriter. And
Wow.
you're already in the directing scene and already in that. So it's just like I'm thinking about like, whoa, you two could literally connect with each other and like you could help her like get to where like I just now thought about that because she's
Of
like,
course, of course.
'cause-
Yeah, filmmaking is a teamwork. It's all about teamwork. No matter what it is, whatever you're making in a movie, a commercial, a short film, whatever it is, it's all about teamwork. So yeah, if she wants to, if you want to put us all together, she may have some films that she want to screen at the film festival.
yeah, yeah, most definitely, you know. So it's like a whole thing. Actually, she did just shoot a web series. She did tell me she did just shoot a web series, so that's something she's been really she just did which is awesome. So yeah, most definitely if
What's her name?
her name is Haley.
All right,
Haley
Haley.
Daniels.
Looking forward to get you to watch your films.
Yes, yes. I will definitely connect you guys. I thought about it and I was like, wow, it's crazy talking to someone who's an aspiring filmmaker and then someone who's already been exposed in that and has done it. So it's awesome just seeing the two sides. It's incredible. It's so incredible. Like it's really incredible.
Yeah,
And I do
thanks.
thank you, brother. I do. I cannot wait until this
Now let me ask you a question.
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Um, what was your whole idea behind, doing all these series of videos? Like, what is your end goal here?
My end goal is to pretty much get the whole world on the same spectrum of understanding each other at a personal level. I feel like we really have became so separate because of social media. Social media has once, back in the days in like the 90s when people didn't have phones, back in those days, people used to connect. You had to actually like go to the person's house just to, hang with them, just to be with them, just to spend time with them. And now that we're in this social world, yes, we have opportunities to connect. Yes, we have opportunities to meet different people, but it's like we are always either barking at each other, we're fighting, people are getting killed over stuff, and no one's really trying to connect. Everyone's more on the egotistical side versus trying to really come together as one and bring it together a whole family like we should in this world because we all live in this world together. We all breathe, eat, sleep, all these things in this world, and it seems like we're so far apart.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get that. Of course, is very important to connect people. And okay, so what is your thought about something like VR, where it's like, I mean, you're not even there, but you're interacting with other people, like through virtual reality. What is you thinking about that?
I think that would be like one of the most awesomest things ever. Where if you could connect with people through VR or something like that, that would be awesome. Like that would be something so cool because it's like you're in a different world, but with that person. So I think VR would be awesome if we could have the abilities to do that, or if somebody created the ability to do that. That would be so awesome. Like
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely with like the whole thing of social media, I do feel the same way. And sometimes it's really hard. Like sometimes I find myself like writing these like mean messages, and then I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Like what am I, what's the point of doing this? Like, it is wild because like even though like you try to be like, oh no, I'm not part of the drama, or oh no, whatever it may be. Like sometimes like I do find myself writing angry message, and I'm like, at the end of I end up deleting it and not saying anything half of the time. But
Yeah, and it's just like why? Like and the thing is, the one thing that I really appreciate about these interviews is that when I hear each and everybody's story, they all the messages that everybody conveys are so beautiful because you have a here we go all the people I've interviewed. You have a director, you have a former school teacher who talks about what happens in the school system. You have a screenwriter, you have a couple rappers, you have a real estate entrepreneur, all these different people and these different things that they do, and it just shows just how beautiful people really are when you take the time to listen.
I mean, everybody who's just walking down the street is just as complex as you are and having just as complex of a life as you are having. So yeah, I think that I mean, that's what I find out a lot of times. Pointing the camera of someone, a lot of people who's like, "Hey, I've never been on camera before," and you point the camera at them, and they have such a beautiful messages to say, or they just know this information that can help so many people, and it's like, wow, you know.
Exactly. And a movie can always tell them because there's a lot of movies nowadays. If you watch a lot of movies, there's a lot of them that convey a message about what's going on in the world or real life situations. But you got to listen closely to that message and then you'll be able to convey it. And it's just like, wow, they actually said that in this movie. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it took it. I mean, I think it took me a really long time to like kind of learn how to analyze movies on that perspective, because I think like I just you just gotta watch them so many times to like get it, because sometimes I watch a movie and all I care is about lighting, and that's all I'm looking at. I'm looking at like, what did they use here? How did they do that? Sometimes I'm looking at it like, how did they get that shot? Or like sometimes I'm just looking at the editing and being like, wow, like I'm literally sitting there counting like how many cuts they have in the last minute, you know? So so it's really having the ability to like see what the movies really are about is definitely like something that takes time developing. And I'm not saying that it's I know them all and I can read the subtext of it, but I'm getting better, like really understanding what a director is trying to say or what a movie is trying to say at the end of the day.
That's beautiful, man. And I can't wait to see all the films that you continue to be a part of, that you continue to direct, that you continue to build yourself. Even seeing your name next to a movie with your name as the director there. Straight
Yeah,
on
that's the
bold.
goal. That's the
Yes.
goal, making movies. I mean, I love my TV job. I do really like it. But movies are right here.
And that's what's most important, man, is when you can be able to do something you've always been passionate about and show your work to the world. I can't wait. I'll be looking on Amazon Prime for your name, seeing where more movies, and I'll be like, hey, bro, let's do another interview, man. I just saw a couple movies
Let's
you
do
had that you
it.
directed.
Yeah.
as long
No,
as long as long as you don't have a stinky PR team that's just like, we're not gonna talk to him in a week.
nah.
Because
I'll,
these PR teams are something else, man. It's like when you try to reach out to them, they just, oh my Lord. I've been doing that recently. I've been reaching out to some of these people that like have like, you got to go through their whole PR teams and like, they take forever to respond. It's like, yo, do y'all like check y'all emails like every day or something? Like, it's like y'all check y'all emails once a blue moon, like nobody hits y'all up. Like,
yeah. Or maybe they're just getting so many spams. It's like they had to. I don't know.
exactly,
I've
exactly.
never really had to deal too much with that, but some of the local agencies that I work with can be very, very particular about the work and how stuff get done. So I can definitely relate on that level how difficult some people can be to work with.
That's true,
Well,
brother. That's very, very true, brother. And I do thank you, brother.
well,
Well,
you have my phone number, so whenever you can skip all the BS and just shoot me a text.
got you. I'll do that, brother. I'll do that. I look forward to talking with you soon, bro.
Okay, well, watch The Russian Bride, and hopefully I can see you down here for the film festival. That actually would be so cool to
Sounds
have
good,
you.
brother.
And
Sounds good, brother.
yeah,
I definitely will. I definitely will try my best to get down there in my new car.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let me know. Let me know. Well, I mean, I got a place here. It's not the most comfortable couch, but it is very comfortable.
Hey, man, a free place to stay. I'll be all right.
Yeah. The only thing is my dog do wake you up about at 6
That's fine.
a.m.
That's
licking in the
fine.
face.
That's fine.
Okay. She's just saying hi, good morning. I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh
Okay, okay.
man, thank you,
Come,
Camilo.
come, come up here. I want to see. Good to see you. Say,
See, friendly,
say hi,
friendly,
Atene.
friendly dog, friendly German Shepherd.
Yeah, yeah. She'll wake you up with some kisses.
It's all right. I
Atena,
can't.
habla, habla.
What?
Yeah, she knows
Actually,
how to
bark.
talk.
Oh wow. Oh man, I can't wait, brother. I look forward to seeing you, man. I'm definitely gonna try to
Right.
make that film festival for sure.
Thank you so much for having me. I mean, I really appreciate it. And I mean, what you're doing here, what you're, creating, it's really beautiful. I've seen some of the messages that you put up, and they're all positive. They're all about growing and about being a better person. And I think, if more people were doing what you're doing, we would have definitely a better place to live on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Camilo. Where I will definitely be reaching out to you and let you know if I can make that film festival, and I'll be heading your way.
All right.
All right, man. I'll see you soon.
All right. God bless you.
God bless you too, brother. All right.
All right. Bye
Peace.
bye.
Bye, brother.
In a world where filmmakers, actors, and movie fans gather again, Cultural Park Theater invites you to join the magic of movie making with their first Cape Coral Film Festival, August 21st through 22nd. Do you love writing, acting, or directing? Submit your short film to culturalfilms@gmail.com.